Notification. Now broadcasting.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. They don't even know what's coming.
I'm in the starting lineup, nigga. Yeah. Starting lineup and getting it in. Watch the thing, nigga. What you mean? You gonna watch the play? I'm on YouTube. It sound copyrighted.
Coming up next, the Nets take it on the Bulls. For the Nets, they'll be on the road in a tough test. But when this team shines, they shine brightly. Now it's proving time. Bulls, Nets, coming up next, right after this.
Yeah. It was too hot. It was too hot. Too spicy.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson and Allie LaForce, our reporter.
That's it.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Bulls, they love where they stand right now. First place. And of course, Brooklyn.
What do you mean, nigga?
I think for the Nets, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Sharp, and it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Bulls, Kobe White out there with MP. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Herder in at the 3 slot. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Thomas misses. To the middle. And MP gets it to go on the assist.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near.
From deep, Melton. Rebound by the Bulls.
New
Around
notification.
the team right now,
New total activity.
looking for their
Press the
13th win
PS
in a
button
row.
for the teams.
Not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just.
Message from Philly Kai. NBA 2K25.
I got to try a PlayStation, bro. I can't get messages.
Here's Melton. Chicago making their last shot. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Down low. Pass to Vucevic. Inside. Here's MP. The shot that time not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort. Melton passes to Johnson. And stolen by Herder. Here's Buzelis. Thomas defends. Stolen by Sharp.
He stole that shit.
White against Williams. Here's Thomas. 23 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Sharp a screen on Herder. From the stripe. And that one's good. Melton.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
Now Melton. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Get fouled a lot.
Williams passes to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Over Buzelis. And a big bounce off the rim.
New notification.
making a nice focused shot. Thomas wants to make his looks count.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title on here.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Melton misses.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
To the inside. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Melton against MP. Now here's Thomas. Tightly guarded. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Herder from long range. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 9. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Melton passes to Thomas. Sharp a screen on White. Here's Thomas for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the bucket is good. Hernandez got 6 points.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Now here's Williams. And that one's good. Melton.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Vucevic. To the paint. And MP with a basket on the assist by White. Give him 8 points now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Melton passes to Sharp. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's MP. And he trades it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Thomas. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. White with a steal. Herder from long range. Oh, count it!
Yes, he can.
Yeah,
That's how you end the quarter.
Whoa! The heat to beat the buzzer. Woo.
Yeah, that's 1-100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Chicago ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second
make
quarter.
The extra pass. I make the extra pass, bro. That's what I do. If I see a guy open, I'm passing you quick. I was playing part.
And
Aaron, I was playing part. And the boy was wide open. I passed. He made the
getting ready
basket.
for Chicago.
Why
Vucevic,
you
he's
do that?
checked
Like,
in for
because
Smith.
you're open.
Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kobe White,
I
he's
wanna
checked
win,
in
bro.
for Giddey. And MP subbed in for Jones. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Johnson comes in for Watford. Thomas, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Melton in for Johnson. Buzelis out there with Kevin Herder. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's MP. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Oh, and
great.
Johnson slams it in.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days. And Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Pass to Hernandez. The rebound by Melton.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Thomas. Banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got his second bucket on the night.
Muscling it home, Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
I get my score up, bro.
Now here's Thomas. Takes a 13-footer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better. And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Nets trail by 20. Thomas outside. MP against Melton. Outside Johnson. Williams passes to Melton. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Hernandez. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And here's Thomas. Can't connect from short range. Got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back.
That's not good. You want to go say, holy shit. He's going to say right at halftime show, right? Yeah. I want to. I seen the halftime show. It's YouTube, man.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Chicago Bulls.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now.
What I do.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
These two guys we thought they'd bring it tonight, and it has been brought. Playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew
I'm in the starting
for the
lineup,
start
bro.
of the second half.
If they don't want me to start lineup, I'll take over a game, bro. I like seeing Kenny. I like seeing all the motherfuckers, bro.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the floor for the Nets, they've got Williams. Cameron Johnson out there with Sharp. And it's Cam Thomas. And it's Melton in at the point guard position.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact.
It's his first trip to the line. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
That shot wide open. Herter's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Melton passes to Johnson. Down low. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Melton on the wing. Launches it. It's not going to go for him. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. A nice shot by MP.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
And for the Nets, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. Well, Richard, during his 5th year in the NBA, Kobe White had a breakout season.
Doubling his numbers, B.A., averaging around 20 points and 5 assists per game. Kobe's always been a great defensive player, but it's his offensive production that has really improved.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Thomas. Sharp, a screen on White. Here's Thomas for 3. Connects from downtown. Thomas has got 7 points in the game.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Here's MP. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Williams on the wing. Herder defending. Outside Johnson. Off target from outside.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Grant, do you feel that non-superstars are making the money they should?
It's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
And MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Now here's Jones. No made baskets yet. And it's Hernandez missing. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Martin. There's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Jones with the ball. It's Giddey on the wing, covered by Johnson. And that one's good. Giddey.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. From deep, Johnson. And it's Giddey with a rebound. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. And the basket by MP.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And Brooklyn shooting just 34% so far in this one. Johnson passes to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. He shoots. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Here's Martin. MP getting it done for the Bulls. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
You got to unlock the last 2.
What? I'm gonna play 2K, bro. What you talking about? You know everything about 2K.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm
first got it.
of the game.
I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Wow, 28
Check in
points.
for Chicago. Some changes for Brooklyn.
Score 50. Score 50 one time.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside, Williams. Johnson for three. Nails it from three.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. They've got Trey Jones. Jalen Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Hernandez in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Brooklyn with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Melton. Here's Sharp. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP outside. To the inside. Outside Jones. Smith passes to Hernandez. Soft touch off the glass. Hernandez got 4 points this quarter.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Thomas outside. Pass to Melton. And the league has made it clear, Graham, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Melton passes to Sharp. Outside Johnson. Melton outside. From downtown, sinks it from distance.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Giddey finds MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got 38 points.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Count the basket.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Jones.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And it's good. 2 points.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
MP right side. Takes one from 10 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just was lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how...
Right, MP. They can't stop you. Good win. Let's keep it going. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight or it's a long flight.
You were the top rookie last month and every month.
MP, what's up?
Chilling,
man.
Chilling. I eat copyright videos.
Do a jersey swap after the game? I don't know, man. I don't like too much. Come on, man. It'll be fun. I don't know. You want to hang my jersey up in your trophy room? You know what? If you win, I'll think about it. Be competitive. I like that. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Buzelis, MP out there with White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Herter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the market here.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
The wide open look here for Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Castle. Last time out, he had 14 points. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Hernandez. Can't get it to fall.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, a screen on White. Castle misses. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. White, good.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Now, here's Fox. Last time, 14 points for him. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. The second chance effort. The shot is good off the backboard.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chicago making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for...
Front of the gas, MP. Get in there.
.158 left in the first half. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Kessel. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Paul following the basket by MP. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Right the pass to MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Puts the move on. And it's Chicago with the rebound. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Sochan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Chicago leading by 9. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well, and everything just flows.
Now, here's Vassell. Saw him with 10 points last game.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Back to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists tonight.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Vucevic against Wembanyama. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. White the pass to Hernandez. And stolen by Vassell. From past the arc. Here's Sochan. Off with the layup. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Chicago Bulls.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
Taking a look here in Chicago, they were coming for that #1 spot, and they got it. Now the challenge will be staying there.
The Hunters have become the hunted, but Can they stay hungry and continue this pace? Should be fun to watch.
Like I said, Ernie, it's getting better. It's getting better.
And that's a halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Kevin Huerter. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's MP, and it's White in at the shooting guard position. Hey, Greg, Coby White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Fox with plenty of space. Buzelis grabs the board. Huerter passes to Hernandez. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Sochan. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP again. MP's got 18 points.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Here's Vassell. He's got 5. Shoots over Huerter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 1.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge, clearly, and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a step.
He's checked in for San Antonio. The Bulls also changing it up. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. White comes in for Terry. And MP subbed in for Trey Jones. Here's Hernandez. MP finishes inside.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's MP. Count it. Hernandez has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Three-pointer, Fox. Offensive rebound, Wembanyama. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back from outside. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Hernandez. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Castle. Misses from close range. Chicago leading by 12. Book it. MP with a tough shot.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Three-pointer, Fox. It's all in by the Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hernandez makes it off the glass. 26 points for MP.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Good decision there by Vassell in the 2-man game.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. Hernandez can't get it to go. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vassell. Buzelis grabs the board. MP finds Herter. Here's MP. Bucket is good. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. MP's got 30.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you.
Good game, MP. Still want that jersey?
Yeah, man, for sure. You saw how hard I was working out there.
Then let's do it.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
Hey, you earned it, bro.
You did your thing, bro. Good luck the rest of the season.
You too, man. Stay healthy.
You too.
Great win tonight, MP.
Good job, MP. I see.
Message from Philly Kai.
Hey, chat, I'll be right back. I got to turn my PlayStation. I got to turn it back on. I'll be right back. I got to turn the PlayStation off. So I turn it back on.